I think the National League fans have waited long enough, don't you? So do I. This is going to be, hello there, hope everyone's doing okay today. This is going to be my first National League predictions video. I'm going to take you through all the games for Saturday's fixtures in the National League. So I know a lot of people who follow me, who follow National League clubs, have asked, when's more of your National League content coming? Well, now here is my first National League predictions video, like I said, where I will go through every game of the opening weekend and give you my thoughts on who I think will do what on the opening weekend. So let's get started. The first game in the National League this season is going to be Aldershot up against Solihull Moors. Now, Solihull Moors under Neil Ardley missed out in the playoff final just 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. It's ridiculous, isn't it, really? And at the minute they've been able to keep Andrew Dallas and Joe Sabah, which was massive for them. They have lost Kyle Hudlin, but I don't think it'll hurt them that much. Jamie Osborne's agreed a new deal. They've still got a good squad still there at Solihull. Aldershot, I believe they brought in F. Young. I think that's a good sign for them, but this is as we mean to go on, and I think I'm gonna go for a win here for Solihull. I just think Solihull have got the they've got the strength in team, and I think Aldershot probably it could be the worst game for Aldershot to have, which is the team that made the playoff final, because that'll hurt Solihull. So they'll want to bounce back and probably lay a marker down. And unfortunately, that's laid towards Aldershot. So my scoreline for this is Aldershot Town 1, Solihull Moors 3. I think Solihull will have more than enough to get past the shots. Second, we have Altrincham. They're playing newly promoted Maidstone. Now, Altrincham just coming into being full-time. Maidstone have made, one or two, little signings here and there. I fancy Altrincham for this. Altrincham, it could take some time to adjust, obviously. The first season is full-time. So, but still with Phil Parkinson there. No, not that one. But with Phil Parkinson in there, you expect them to have a good start. They're a decent club. So I'm going to go with a opening day win for Altrincham. I'm going to say Altrincham 2, Maidstone 0. And like I said, I'll keep my eye on Altrincham all season, to be honest. Now, Barnet is the third game. They host Halifax. Now, Halifax are obviously coming off losing Pete Wild and losing Billy Waters and a couple of other players. In fact, even us at Grimsby have nicked 2 or 3, a couple of them this year. But they have got big money. So don't forget, Halifax fans, to throw your fucking selves at it. I still love money. But, so they've got the big man up top. And you know what? Just that reason, I'm going to go for Halifax to win at Barnet. I just think Halifax, it could be a find your feet time the first 4 or 5 weeks. But I think that they should have enough to get past Barnet. Barnet, under Dean Brennan, they've, I think they will be better than last year. but I think Halifax has still got enough to beat Barnet. So I'm actually going to go for Halifax to open their account with a 3-1 win over Barnet. Next up, we have a real dangerous side this year, Dagenham and Redbridge. You've got to look at them. They've still got some real quality players there, and I think Darryl McMahon will honestly feel like he can push. They take on the National League North champions in Gateshead. Gateshead losing their two talismen of last year to Notts County. Whether they're going to be able to replace the goals of those two is yet to be seen. I know they have brought Lewis Knight in from Notts County, so we'll just have to see. But if you look at the firepower that Dagenham have got, I can't really see Gateshead getting anything here. I think Dagenham are going to be, again, one of those teams that's challenging up the top end and possibly making the playoffs. It wouldn't surprise me. By the way, if you haven't seen my prediction for the table, do look that up. It's on my YouTube channel. In fact, I'll leave a link down below for that. Dagenham and Redbridge against Gateshead. I'm going to go for a fairly comfortable win, more so because, you know, going to Dagenham is not an easy place to go to. So I'm going to basically say Dagenham and Redbridge 3, Gateshead 0. Next, we have one of the other newly promoted sides, Dorking Wanderers. They host Chesterfield. Now, Chesterfield now under Paul Cook. Now Paul is getting his own players in. They should have Tishamanga back, at least if not now. It should be very, very soon. They should have Kabongo Tishamanga back, and that'll be a big relief for Chesterfield. They've still got some cracking players there. Dorking, you know, it's a leveler because of the pitch. Chesterfield aren't going to like playing on that. So, you know, it could be a leveler. But I just think with the quality that Chesterfield have got, you know, I can only see Chesterfield winning this. But what I will say, a caveat to that, if Dorking can make it more frustrating for Chesterfield, and the longer that they can make it frustrating, the more likely they are to get a result. I'm going to probably be a bit harsh on Dorking here. I don't fancy them to get a result, and I can understand if some Dorking fans come at me, but I'm actually going to go Dorking Wanderers 0, Chesterfield 4. I just think with the quality of player that Chesterfield do have, I just at the moment, until things settle down in this league, I can't see Dorking getting the result against Chesterfield. Watch them prove me wrong, and please do. Next, so 4-0, I say for that one, to Chesterfield. Next, it's Notts County, it's the Magpies, coming off that last-minute loss to Grimsby in the playoffs. They start their fourth campaign in the National League against Maidenhead United, or as I call them, the spoiler team, under Alan Devonshire. Obviously, Notts County have made those two great signings from Gateshead, the two young lads, Langstaff and his strike partner. I can't remember that guy's name. Any Notts fans, just remind me who the second striker was. It's just evaded me right now. But I know he's a good striker. Just can't remember his name. There we are. But obviously they have lost Cal Roberts over the summer as well to Aberdeen, so that'll be a bit of a blow. And I do believe there's more interest coming on Ruben Rodriguez, which there's bound to be because of the talent that Ruben is. I like Alan Devonshire, Maidenhead, but I just think Notts County, you know, they only lost 3 times at home last year. I can't see them losing on the opening day either. I'm actually going to go for I'll be fair, a 3-0 win for Notts County over Maidenhead United. Next, we've got quite an interesting, good game, feels like. Southend United up against Boreham Wood. Now, Boreham Wood and Luke Gallard, I've got a lot of time for Boreham Wood, and again, they've invested well this season. Southend, they're coming out the other side of what's been a torrid 2 or 3 years for them. They've both made real strong signings, and they've got players in. Boreham would need to lift the goal tally because I think that let them down a lot near the back end, especially when they were pushing. Southend, it's going to be a different season for Southend this season. This is going to be difficult. So much so, I'm going to go for a scoring game, but I'm actually going to go Southend United 2, Boreham Wood 2. I can't split these two. They're both real good sides, and I just think that it's going to be an entertaining game. If you're going to that one, even if you're going to that one as a neutral, enjoy it, because I think that could probably turn out to be one of the games of the games of the weekend, I think. Next, we've got Torquay United up against Oldham Athletic. Now, Oldham, this is lovely. If anyone saw the video of their new chairman, really, new owner, really, he's got the feeling of Clegg off Last Summer Wine, and anyone old enough to remember that show will know what I mean. But he's got that kind of. It's like a lovable rogue with the old style hat, as I call it. He's a character. He got the fans going outside in the video, and everyone was sort of dancing along and singing and cheering and applauding. It's great to see that Oldham have got the outcome that they wanted, but they have got a difficult trip to Torquay. It's not, this is not an easy start for them. So much so, I'm actually going to go for Torquay to nick this, but I do think there's starting to be a good feeling around Oldham. I can feel that good vibes. I think it'll be close, but I'm going to go Torquay United 2, Oldham Athletic 1. But would I be surprised if it went the other way? Absolutely not. But that's my prediction, 2-1 to Torquay. Next we have Wealdstone up against Bromley. Andy Woodman, whatever you think of Andy, he won the FA Trophy with Bromley last year, and he's a good gaffer. Even though, like I say, he's got an issue with my side, we still don't know what that is about. Wealdstone, they're one of the favourites to go down. I can see why. I think it's going to be a very tough time. I think they've signed Sam Habergem during the summer. He's actually a decent defender. We liked him here when he was at Grimsby, actually. So that's a decent defender. I fancy Bromley. With a few of the acquisitions that they have actually made. I fancy Bromley, though, to win this quite comfortably. I'm basically saying Bromley 3, Wealdstone 0. Next, we have some people calling them the champions-elect. Probably a little bit, that's probably a little bit premature. But with the signings they've made in the last 2 or 3 days, I'm not surprised. They really are going for it, and really, no one should get anywhere near them. But we know how the National League is; it doesn't work that way. They've got Eastleigh, who, to be fair, have done some shrewd business this year. They've obviously got Tristan Abrahams in after he's after he was released by Carlisle. He was part of the Grimsby side to get promoted last season. I just think Wrexham will just have too much. Even though I do have a soft spot for Eastleigh, which I've mentioned many times. I will point to a Wrexham YouTuber called Liam Roberts. He is a fanatical Wrexham fan, and he does some great content as well. Do look out for him on YouTube. He is there, and obviously I think he'll probably be doing a preview about this game. For me, again, it might be the boring prediction, but I'm going to go for Wrexham 4, Eastleigh 1. I just think Wrexham are going to want to put a marker down in the opening day, and where else to do it than at home. But I want Eastleigh to do well, but I just, Wrexham are going to be hurting after that playoff campaign, so they're going to want to lay a marker down. So 4-1 to the Dragons against Eastleigh. The penultimate match is York City up against Woking. Now this one is not easy. This one is not easy. York have bought really well this summer. They've got Lionel John Lewis in. They've got two of the lads, Sam Burgess from his loan at Grimsby and Adam Crooks. Not being biased there, but obviously they're three good lads, but they've also made some real shrewd signings. I think John Askey is a shrewd manager at this level, as is his opposing number, Darren Sarl, who he really has been given the backing by Woking to try and make their season better. Obviously bringing in Podrick Hammond, who is a goal scorer. That's all I can say about Woking and Podrick Hammond. He's a goal scorer, and I see Woking doing very well with him at the helm. I can't really split these two. I'm going to go 1-1 between York and Woking. I think, it could be one of those games that looks a real good game on paper. Competitive game. I think they'll all be competitive games. But I'm going to go York City 1, Woking 1. And yes, I'll make a prediction. I think Podge will score if he starts against York City. You know what? I'm going to use the Gunsman here. I'm going to go Lenny to score for York and Podge to score for Woking. There you go. That's my prediction. Watch me getting that so wrong. It ends up 0-0. But no, I'm thinking 1-1 between York and Woking. And finally, Scunthorpe United host Yeovil Town. Now this has got, Scunny are, they've been a mess. The last 2 or 3 years, I know they're still wanting to get the owner out. He still hasn't gone yet. But they've got Keith Hill, who's an experienced head, and I like Keith Hill to be honest. So that's 1+ for them. They've made a few shrewd signings, Scunthorpe. I don't think they'll do much. Overall, like I said in my prediction video for the table, but we'll have to wait and see. They're hosting Chris Hargreaves' Yeovil. Now, going to be in Scunthorpe rivalry there, isn't it? Now, it'll be interesting to see how Chris gets on at Yeovil. He's bought in Sam Perry from Walsall. He's bought in a few other decent signings as well. It's one of these that, could really go either way. I'm going to pick Yeovil just on the grounds of Yeovil know what to expect. Scunthorpe really don't. And a Grimsby boy to get one over on Scunny as well. But I'm going to go for Yeovil Town to win 2-1 against the Iron. Is the BT match the weekend, so as well, if you can't make the game, if you're a Yeovil or Scunthorpe supporter, then it will be on BT this coming Saturday. It's a 5:20 kickoff, so look out for that. So that is my predictions for the first weekend fixtures of the National League. Thanks very much for watching. And Lee, there it is. Let me know down below exactly what your predictions are for the game, and for the games, I should say, and what you think your club will do this opening weekend. Is it going to be a win for all home sides? Is there going to be a surprise result? Can Dorking? I wrote them off entirely the first weekend, but can they spring a surprise? You know, can Gateshead rebound from losing the two main strikers? Let me know down below. All National League fans, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you for more National League content very, very soon. See you soon, guys.